First work, a short animated film directed, animated and written by Cesar Pellicer. It's a real journey of man wondering about the meaning of life and looking for answers within his own consciousness. Opening with the man sat at his desk on a Tuesday morning, the somewhat boring character proceeded to have a wake-up call. From here, his world turns upside down. Traveling through a series of weird and unexpected scenarios, he searches of the meaning of the world meaning. Author said that the narrative is very abstract. He was trying to remain loyal to the definition of daydreaming, where contact with reality is blurred and partially substituted by visionary fantasy. Such surreal narratives are a very interesting topic for me because I think that real life is very abstract and unpredictable, and I want to avoid searching for a single meaning and clear plot. And the third work is a short animated film by Daniel Van Western, recently In the Woods. In the film, a tiny unicorn with a large head and microscopic body meets two horses. The horses made fun of unicorn, this situation made him angry, and he tried to attack them. The story ends with a surreal and funny victory of unicorn over the evil horses. I chose to show the work because it's very close to my own current project. It's a black and white graphic with a minimum accent colors on unicorn and strawberries, mysterious forest and characters created by charcoal rough lines and very styled. The plot is simple, but at the same time animation looks expressively energetic and comic. I also love the visualization of the looking. Firstly, horses to unicorn and then horses to each other. Looking is shown with a dash line. It's a funny touch. I started my third week with a consultation with Kate. I was recommended to get acquainted with the 12 principles of animation. I read about them, watched tutorials, examples of animation, where they were used. After that, I decided to practice by drawing and analyzing frames for anticipation, stretch, and squash principles. While doing that, I created few characters for my concept. First picture is my drawing of the jumping playful character who squashed the apple. It's an easy example of stretch and squash principle. Then I tried to analyze anticipation principle and created a character in each step of the jumping process. My character prepares for the major action jump by squatting, then it goes up, its body stretching, and then it goes down and sits on the floor. In this work, also I tried a color version of the character. I don't think that I will use it in my animation, just wanted to play with colors. My third drawing is not connected with the 12 principles. I just wanted to try my idea with putting an apple directly to the stomach. In this version, stomach looks like cross-cutting hole and apple falls from the backside. In the beginning of fourth week, I consulted with Ewan. Ewan suggested me to pay more attention to character characteristics and their reactions. That's why I made an analysis of each character, its personal, emotional, and mental features, and their responses to the object. Overall, in my mysterious forest with mysterious apple will be 8 characters with completely different personalities, such as hysterical, tranquil, greedy, playful, shy, cunning, gloomy, and curious. They will react to the apple also differently. For example, swallow the apple, look terrified, squash it, lick, run away, install it into the stomach, dance around, lick and die. Next step was returning to my animation principle sketches and attempt to animate them. I made two animation with jumping characters using anticipation, stretch and squash principles. I faced some difficulties with coming back from jump step, so planning to practice with this more. After that, I decided to adjust my characters to one unifying style to make them look better together in the one animation. I had an idea that it would be better to connect their reactions together, and I was thinking about making 2 scenes with 4 characters in each. Apple will go from one scene to another by different factors. For example, sometimes passive action, Apple will be thrown up and fall into the next scene, but also I want to make Apple active too. In few scenes, I want it to grow wings and fly or reconstruct itself after squashing. Those weeks I have been using Procreate, but at the same time I started to practice with Adobe Animate tutorials. I went through official installed tutorials and made few abstract animations by myself. Next 2 weeks I'm planning to animate one of my scenes and combine existing scenes together. I'm planning to focus on studying Adobe Animate and will try to make my story there.